The longest and the most Matrix of Matrix franchise. Ha 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 ha. The Matrix Resurrection, the last movie which made 22 years after the first version of The Matrix 1999, which was a wonderful movie and exactly opposite of the last movie. This Matrix I'm talking about was a sort of cartooning version of 1999 with the same dialogues and effects and movie style. Again, this Matrix I'm talking about was a normal movie, so confusing, using a lot of scenes of last three movies, so long, well, alright, Dune 2021 was so long too, and it was even longer than fourth Matrix and sometimes even more confusing, but when you watched it, you were really curious to know what's the next, what will be happening for him or her, or Arcane. It made of a game which the game had its own story, but if you didn't play the game or don't know what the game is about, it's okay, you'll understand the animation, but Matrix 4, well, till you don't see the last movies, you'll encounter with a lot of question marks in your brain, and the point is here, the movie is dependent on other its last movies, and when people watch it, they become in two groups. The first group is including the guys who watched the last three movies and they know what the movie is about and what the franchise is about. So the movie is in one way is exciting for them. And the second group is involving the guys who didn't watch the three Matrixes and they didn't care about them. So the movie is another way is interesting for them. But I said if you didn't watch previous Matrix movies, it's okay. You'll understand the movie and you make your own mind from this movie. But if you got headache, it's not my fault. In fact, Matrix 2021, its first act challenged the philosophy of living. Is it real world or just a delusion like Marion Cotillard as Mel Cobb in Inception 2010, who when asleep thought that the world which we see it when we sleep is real and the world where you call it real world is fake? Well, maybe the brain was Windows 12 and we did not understand. In Matrix 4, it happened for game. Neo asked himself that, is he in a game world? And he did doubt to his reality and his personality and who is he? Who am I? Who are you? Where is he? God, help me! Ask no, not me. In Matrix 4, the ideas were the same with those movies, but it had a lot of problems, but it had a lot of intelligent ways to show politics, science, technology, and philosophy at the same time, like its previous versions, and these stuffs made the movie entertaining and more exciting. The best part of the movie was not that a storyline or story itself, maybe on actors a little, but the best part was the small parts of production or visual effects or choosing actors. For example, Tiffany's husband, well, he was straight off John Wick and Keanu Reeves' stunt double in last three Matrixes. Well, maybe it doesn't make any differences in the storyline, but it helps enhance the vibe. But at all, the fourth Matrix as a story starts and ends with a high-speed chase, and this made the movie and the story more exciting. About the speed, well, the movie also had high-speed kung fu action, hoo-ha-ha, hoo-ha! And it was one of the feedbacks to the last three movies, or maybe in imitation of last three movies, and it does not one. The fourth Matrix had a lot of sequences like these, which they were like previous Matrixes. Continuing action, well, action scenes were entertaining and exciting, but they were not enough and they were not like last three movies. The guys who watched them, they know what I'm talking about. One of the points of the movie was about tragedy and how tragedy is important in our life. Another point was about these real things which they are not true always. Accept better things or change them. And it was one of the meanings of blue or red tablet. Which one do you want? Or for example, philosophy of human, the fourth Matrix pictured a philosophy which was about two positions of a human, desire or fears. It was the second meaning of red or blue tablet. And these are stuffs they wanted to tell us that even Matrix's rules they changed, but still they had basic epic, which is necessary for the guys, so maybe in future they want to continue Matrix. That is, it's a consent. I know that. But about actors and characters, Rivers and most, they were wonderful. In this Matrix, they had a different look to the characters, but still they had basics. Oh god, I studied a lot. Rivers was funny and he had a good performance, and Anderson, well, he was mix of bumbling, incredulity, crazy behaviors, fears, determined for his decisions, and sad fragility. Character of Morpheus, which played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen, with dark coat, a sunglass, with two machine guns in his hands, was very cool, and it was very like professional agents. Also, as one of Neo's most trusted mentors, Anderson's constant therapist known only as the Analyst. Jessica Henwick as Bugs, a new character, a new actress of Matrix as a little professional hacker. One of the most exciting feels was about returning of Thomas to where everything had started, like dojo fight sequence, which fought between Abdul Mateen and Thomas. But Thomas in this time had a lot of changes and he has a longer trip. It's right, I said these rebuildings and feedbacks to lost versions are exciting, but not always. But this is not good. This is a mistake which the studios make, and they just try to make money by using the previous versions that were successful too much. It's bad. Why? Because all of the base of the movie depending on the previous versions, and it's not like Matrix 1. Every sequence was a new idea, or even Matrix 2 or 3. Matrix 4 and just having little new ideas. And using this method, our level works fantastic, which is at the same time including new ideas and also using previous versions like Spider-Man No Way Home. But I still really like to watch this kind of movies which does not have any new ideas or very few ideas. It proves that how we like to revisit our movies such as Star Wars or Ghostbusters or even Spider-Man No Way Home, which you can see its review from this link, which showed by just visual effects and movie style, and its revisits still they can be entertaining because by this way, companies and studios can indoctrinate and deceive watchers by reminding them the memories of those films and give them a feel like watchers are on those times when the previous movies released. About Neo and Tritony, Neo's lost story was as a fucking dark politics and crazy as it was a romance epic story. His romance with Tritony was a basic and focal point of all the movie, and it was a forefront. And this is why I say if you didn't watch last 3 movies, you can have your own side to look at this movie. But still by feedbacks and using old characters and old enemies, of course you'll be a little confused, but it's okay. After all, the movie was a little complicated even for the guys who watched the last 3 movies. A story by Wachowski, David Mitchell, and Alexander Hyman was about building from populate beats, characters, and plot elements, and it was lovely but so complicated. But the good point was that Matrix Resurrection broke its myths, changed them and challenged them. Also in 4th Matrix we saw that friendships turn into enemy. One of the techniques which Wachowski used was about entrancing of characters and heroes. The heroes didn't come with fanfare and exciting. Wachowski left it to its audiences to make that fanfare and exciting in their own way by their memories of Matrix world, while he is introducing new characters, again not by fanfare or exciting. Alright guys, it was the first review of today. Don't lose the second review. You can see it from this link. Come on, click on it, this. So much channel to some reviews. Don't forget to comment which movie you'd like me to have a review for you. And if you didn't like this video till now, hit custom second energy booster and put your masks on to the next clip.